Bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me. To me, confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
It's not for me.
Yeah. Juxx Diamonds, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Like, okay. Yeah, go. Came up on the hustle, I'm about my dollars. Project lobbies, ducking dollars. Now you see me, now you don't. Magic like Walla. I'ma get everything that's word to Allah. Wife on the side saying don't stop. Make them feel the pressure like when they heart pop. DNR, make sure that they life stop. They nuts so above the rim, yeah, they body drop. I'm giving lessons, make sure you pit and pad out. I'ma show you how a Brooklyn spaz out. Make the money, take the money, that's that cash route. If anybody get in my way, I make them scream and shout. I'm far from the small talk. If things get out of line, you outline the chalk. I'm a big dog with a bite and a big bark. I let it spark, drill to your chest, I'm John Starks. Came from nothing but the whole way lights. Cold nights, hard life, trying to make it right. From the gutter to the glow, now we touch them heights. And I am who I am, now my future's bright. Yeah. Came from nothing but the whole way lights. Cold nights, hard life, trying to make it right. From the gutter to the glow, now we touch them heights. Man, I am who I am, now my future's bright as diamonds. Came from nothing but the whole way lights. Cold nights, hard life, trying to make it right. From the gutter to the glow, now we touch them heights. And I am who I am, now my future's bright. Yeah. Came from nothing but the whole way lights. Cold nights, hard life, trying to make it right. From the gutter to the glow, now we touch them heights. Man, I am who I am, now my future's bright as diamonds.
Welcome to another episode of Unfiltered Culture. I'm your host, Jazzie J. Tonight, we got Juxx Diamonds in the building. What's good?
Yo, what's goody? What's going on?
What's good? First of all, that song that we just played at the top of the hour right now. Honey, that shit is hot.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So let's start off from where you're from. Let's just jump right into it. Brownsville, New York.
Yeah. Brownsville, Brooklyn, baby.
It's not better than the Bronx, but you know.
See, let me just say this, man. Shout out to the Bronx, shout out to my dudes over there on, Jackson Ave, St. Mary Ann projects, you know what I'm saying? All that. The Bronx, too many damn hills. Leave that alone. Especially, when I go on Fordham Road, a lot of rats and stuff, but I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Not too much.
Nah, but shout out to the Bronx, yeah. I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn, Langston Hughes Projects, yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of who you are. So what started you with rapping? Like, how did this all come about?
So, basically, like it was around me 24/7. Like, you know what I'm saying? My pops, he used to be around, like, shout out to the Bronx again, Grandmaster Cass and, all that. And then, he tried his thing at rapping, but not technically, but really he was supposed to be a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? My mom's told me stories about he could have made the NBA, you know what I'm saying? But, back in them days, drugs got involved, selling, you know what I'm saying? But my pops used to rap. My uncle was a DJ. And I got, a lot of rappers in my family. And being I'm from Brownsville, I was around the Smith & Wessons, the OGC, the Helter Skelter. So within that circle. So that's why I started to rap. But I really started to rap when I heard Method Man.
Okay. So being that Method Man was like a huge influence for you. Do you feel like you based your flow around his flow?
Not necessarily like, that's one of my favorite artists. Like, I have tons of favorite artists, but yeah, as like, I like Method Man, of course, Wu-Tang, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, those that's right there is like, who I like my eyes could see myself with them.
Okay. So, what was your first song that made you fall in love with hip hop?
Well, like, first song, like, I always listen to it, but the very first song, I came home from school, turned on Video Music Box, and it was METHOD. Man, I was like, "Whoa, who these dudes right here?"
Dope, dope, dope. So, when's the first time you ever performed one of your songs? Like, take us back to your feeling, the venue, just the energy around it.
Let me see the first show. Let me see. Now I'm gonna take it back. This had to been, I'm gonna say, 2001 or two. It was a spot called the Mental Military Ground or Mental Ground, but it was a dude named Mental Supreme, and it was a club on Avenue A in Manhattan. I forget the club, but yeah, that was my first time because it was some heavy hitters there that I actually cool with to this day, that they saw me coming up and stuff. And I was
Okay.
scared as hell. I was scared as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, oh, I don't want these dudes thinking I'm whack. But it was fun. It was fun.
Good. So, what about your first music video that you ever filmed?
Ah, yo, you want to know what's so crazy? I don't really remember. I do remember. I'm sorry. Um, I was normal. I was regular.
Mhm.
It was nothing big. I was on the basketball court, by my, in my hood was nobody there, so I was normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, give me your top five hip hop albums that you grew up listening to that influenced you tremendously,
Ooh. Okay.
in no particular order.
No particular order. We're gonna go with Wu-Tang Into the 36 Chambers.
Okay.
Um, Busta Rhymes, his first album.
Hmm.
We're gonna go with Biggie Smalls, Ready to Die.
Hmm.
Mobb Deep, first album, and then ooh, who I forgot. I said Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, right?
Uh huh.
I said that. Ah, see, that's a tough one for the fifth one. Fifth one a tough one. Fifth one a tough one. Yeah. That's what I did. I said, all right, hold on. I said Wu Tang,
Uh huh.
Jay Z, Biggie, Mobb Deep. Oh, I'm forgetting. Top five, top five, top five. Oh, I'm bugging. Smith and Wesson,
Okay.
The
Okay.
Shining.
Okay. Good. 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 So, why do you think why everyone that you had named in your top five? How did each of
Mhm.
them influence you, and why?
Just the stories they was telling, like, far as with, different lyrical abilities each album had, like, course, Smith, like I said, Smith and Wesson, Parktown, all that. That's the hood I'm from. You know what I'm saying? They was in projects across from me. So, that was a big influence. And, into the, Wu-Tang Into the 36 Chambers. That was phenomenal. That was
Mhm.
phenomenal for us. The beats, the rhymes, and it was just showing hood dudes as a collective, you know, coming up with some dope, you know, music.
Right.
And Biggie, of course, Brooklyn. Biggie and Jay, Brooklyn. Can't go wrong with that. And then, like I said, Mobb Deep for just, you know, the grittiness.
Hmm.
To me, those was Project, Front Lobby, Summertime on the Bench, hood classics.
Very true indeed. So let me ask you this:
Mhm.
how do you feel like you balance staying true to your style and like experimenting with new beats, sounds, flows, even?
I mean, it's just, evolving. You got to evolve sometimes, but at the end of the day, stay true to yourself on who you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, excuse me, if anybody listening with the trap music sound like, I call them Batman because they make their voice deep and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just, as long as you know how to rhyme, you got good content to the spit about, you good, you good.
Okay.
So, you know, it's just about evolving, staying up with
Okay.
the times and stuff, but staying true to yourself.
So, being that you're talking about evolving and staying up with the times, do you feel like you've had big success in the social media era versus then back when there was no social media?
Um, Now we talk about the new social media or the old social media because I
The
goes
new
back to
social media.
MySpace. I goes back to MySpace music now.
Right. So we're talking about new social media being, all of what we got going on now, and old social media, MySpace, Black Planet days.
Yeah, Black Planet days. I wasn't on Black Planet for music now, but we ain't gonna get into that. But far as like MySpace music, like like I connected with a lot of good, phenomenal underground artists, you know what I'm saying? And as far as right now, with like for instance, Instagram, you can reach a far reach audience.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like people see who you are, opposed to where MySpace, it was just a player on your page and then your top friends, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, so it's new social media, new social media.
Okay. If
Yeah.
you could talk to your younger self before your first track ever dropped, what
hmm
would be the advice that you give your younger self?
I would give him my rhymes now and say, nigga, you whack back then.
Um,
Right? Rap these shits. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. No, I just tell him like, watch out for the snakes in this industry because everybody ain't your friend and just stay true to yourself and keep hard work at your craft. Don't change nothing.
okay. Now, speaking of the industry, you've been in it for a long time.
hmm
What's some of the trials and tribulations that you personally have dealt with in your career, and how did you overcome that?
Oh man, like I said, like, I had dealt with a lot of situations with known rappers. I'm not going to get into that. Not going to say no names and how I overcame it. It's just, I had an attitude, fuck them. Come do something about it.
Okay.
hmm
What's your favorite song that you have performed and why?
So my favorite song is "Playing with Fire." Reason being is it's just like a introduction to my set. It gets everybody riled up like, oh, like it starts off like a slow singing part and then boom, then it come with some ill lyrics.
Okay. All right. So we did your top 5 albums. Let me hear your top 5 that are alive.
Ah man, top
Start at
five that I
5
live.
being 5. We're gonna go from 5 to 1.
5 to 1. Now
Yeah.
I gotta be like the kids and use my hand on this. Um ah Top five dead or alive. Truth be told, I think I said it already with the albums, but we're gonna go again. So we
Okay.
got, of course, Big,
Mm-hmm.
Jay,
Mm-hmm.
um, Method Man's in there, um, Sean Price,
Mm-hmm.
and number one, Prodigy.
Okay. So now I said 5 to 1. So is this your order?
That's my order.
Okay. So let me ask you, how did you put Jay before Biggie?
Just because it's no, we. All right, let me rephrase this. We didn't get to hear enough from Big
Fair
just
enough.
because what I'm saying, because his passing.
Fair enough.
And Jay just kept coming with stuff. So that's why.
And then you said Meth before Jay. So explain that one.
Um, just all right. So basically Meth before Jay because it's just Meth plays with his words and his rhyme capability a lot. Even though Jay does too, but
Mhm.
Meth is fun with it.
Okay.
And I say that or as well from experiences. Memphis a cool person. I actually was on tour with him, so he's actually down to earth person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I just asking because some people may argue like, oh, how could you put Jay
Yeah,
before Big? That's been a long time thing. So
yeah, but like everybody got their list. Like now, people get mad. Oh, why am I not on the list? Forget a list. Just do you. You like
okay.
what people like what they like.
Very much so. Did not
Hmm.
lie about that. So what's your formula? Like, how do you prepare to do a song? Like, what do you need? Like preparation? Do you need to be in a dark room? Like, what it take us through your journey of how you make your songs?
All right, so basically, I'm for instance, like I'm gonna bring up the by any means brick by brick. I did the beat on that. I love the beat, so I just sat there and wrote it. Like overall, doing the beat, writing the lyrics, recording it, mixing it.
Mm-hmm.
I took about maybe an hour and a half. So
Okay.
that's me. Like I gotta really love the beat, and I write on the spot. I don't write rhymes in advance and stuff. I gotta write on the spot and then record it right on the spot.
Have you ever did a song that you did not care for?
Nah, every song I love. Every song I love. Like
Okay.
even there's a song I tell the story, what I'm about to tell you. There's a
Mm-hmm.
song like I did on the day I found out my dad passed.
Oh
I
wow.
I did the beat. Like after I found out he passed, I did the beat, recorded it. I didn't even write it. I just freestyled it. Whatever came to my mind. Recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I never listened to it again. I
Wow.
said that I was in a big studio. I let when my engineer was like, all right, we about to do a song for my father. I said, all right, I'm going out, hit 34th Street. You let me know when you done.
Hmm. That's
That's how
crazy.
deep it is. Yeah.
So how has your outside life influenced your lyrics and storytelling?
Just from I always going to speak from experience from what I've been through, being in the in the streets and growing up and stuff, and then what right now as an adult, my wife and my kids keep me settled. So that's what I basically push for. Like is for them, and then also my wife is my partner in music as well, for singing and rapping.
So speaking of your wife being your partner in music, how does that work for you guys as dynamics? Like to work together, be husband and wife. Like is it sometimes challenging, or does it have its benefits?
And then it's that's my best friend. So it's like we just chilling, just regular. That's our everyday thing. We chill, laugh, come up with ideas. It's just regular for us.
Oh, that's right. So when you were touring, did she come on tour with you, or was
No,
it hard for her to separate when you went on tour? Like,
no, it wasn't hard. She knows she had to do what she had to do, and I did what I had to do. As long as I'm coming back home, that's all that matters.
I know that's right. So what's the funniest thing you've heard from a fan while being on tour?
Um, the funniest thing, I didn't heard nothing funny. It's just one time a fan, I was walking and man, is this we had a show in Manhattan. I was walking, me and my old manager, and some dude was like, just came up. Oh shit, you Juxx Diamonds. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Yo, I love your shit. And I was like, it was shocking because I always consider, then I always consider myself underground. So I'm like, oh shit, somebody knows me. So it
Uh,
felt weird, but inside I was like, oh, I love this shit.
okay.
So that's
What?
that's the funny experience, not as far as what.
But what's crazy? A lot of people know a lot of more in underground rappers than they do mainstream now. So I
Yeah.
mean, like that's all you. I mean, don't ever be shocked that somebody knows you. So especially if your
Hmm.
music is hot as hell. Like, so let me ask you this:
Hmm.
being that you've been in the industry as long as you have, what
Hmm.
kind of advice would you give to somebody coming up in the game?
Just the advice I'll give to them, just be you. Don't fall for the foolishness where people want trying to get you involved. Everybody's not your friend. They just want to use you. You know, you let them use you because that's what we all here for, to use each other. But
Mhm.
just let them use you to an extent. Don't let them overuse you.
Okay. Now I've had a couple of people come up here and say that, the kind of advice that they would give to somebody upcoming, basically, you have to invest in yourself. Do you believe that to be true?
Yes,
Okay. And
yes.
why so?
Because nobody's going to invest in you. It's not back in the days when it wasn't no internet where you had drug dealers fronting you drug money and all that good stuff. Nowadays, now you can't tell me nothing. I know certain people be like, if you have a job, you not really not, you got to have some kind of money to invest in
Right.
yourself. Like you got to pay for studio time. You got to pay for beats. You got to pay for artwork. There's a lot you got to pay for, but
Okay. So being that you're saying about investing yourself and putting into your well, basically investing in yourself and your business and in who you are,
mhm.
your brand, do you feel like now that we're in like the Facebooks, the TikToks, the Instagram phase, do you feel like this has contributed a lot to your success?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Reason being, yes, like I said, it reaches, all over the world, but it's
Hmm.
just me. I like to get out and touch and talk to the people.
Hmm.
Let the people see, okay, this is who Juxx really is. Like, he's not you know how some people, they'll say never meet the person you like.
Hmm.
Me, I'm a reachable, talk approachable person. Like, I'm a person at the end of the day, you know?
Right.
So yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It ain't like back in the days, but you could reach people. It's just like I feel like you just need to go out and shake hands and kiss babies, like I what I like to say.
That's a good way of putting it. So, how do you feel that who you are as a person reflects in a lot of your music?
Repeat that again. I'm sorry.
I said, how do you feel that who you are as a person
Hmm.
reflects in your music and shows in your music?
How do I feel? I mean, I feel all right with it. Like it's just like I said, being true to myself. Like people see, like, all right, Jux is an actual good person. You
Mhm.
know, yeah, the nigga could rap. Yeah, you get that man to a certain point. He will knock your block off, but it got to be for a good reason.
Okay.
I don't play that shit.
Okay. 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 So, being that we on that tip, let me ask you this because you are a New Yorker,
Yes,
and
yes,
New York is in the middle of a grand celebration right now. Okay.
yes.
Where were you at when the Knicks won the championship? And what was your emotion or feeling with that?
I was in my crib by myself. My kids was in the other room. I was watching the game. My emotion is like, yes, I could. When God forbid that day comes when I die to say, yes, I finally saw the Knicks win a damn championship. Now it felt good because, like, we've been, I'm a basketball fan at the end of the day. Like when I was hoping that the Knicks played the Spurs.
Mhm.
Because I was like, yes, redemption from 1999.
Okay.
That's when I was like, yes. It was an awesome game. Shout out to the Spurs, but yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
We got this. We got it. We got it.
And
And
you
I
know
will
what's
be in the
crazy?
building Thursday.
And we needed this. We needed this win as a city because not for nothing. The last time I felt like the city was, unified was back in 9/11. Not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Ever since then, the borough's been burring, and the Bronx
Hmm.
is its own
Yeah,
haywire over
facts.
there. So to have this, now, and you be a New York native, how does it feel in the city walking around now since the win? Like, is people slapping fives and whatnot?
I mean, it's not more slapping fives, but if you got some kind of Nick merch on, they be like, yeah, let's go Knicks. Knicks in five. So yeah.
Good, good, good. Now, also the people are thinking that Spike deserves a ring. Are you
Oh
on board
yeah.
with
Most definitely. Most definitely. He From bad to worse, he stuck with the Knicks.
I think to me personally, I think him and Ben deserve one. Him and Ben.
Ben Stiller.
Because Ben been around a long time too.
Yeah, but not long as Spike though.
No, not longer, but he's been in there now. But Spike definitely deserves something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's great to see that us we're uniting and everybody jumping on the bandwagon with the New York Knicks wave and with the theme songs. How do you feel about everybody coming out with a theme song now? Are you getting ready to drop something opposed to that, or are you just kind of like let them have it?
Let them have it. Let them have it because we know what we saw. We witnessed it. We was a part of it. And let me say this: as far as everybody jumping on the bandwagon of the Knicks, let them. Because you know why? It's the Knicks. It's New York.
Mm-hmm.
They you can't tell me even down in music, hip hop, they ain't jump on the bandwagon of Biggie Smalls. Everybody wanted to be from Brooklyn.
That's true.
Same thing with Pun, Fat Joe. Everybody want to be from the Bronx.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be from Castle Hill.
Right. Same as with it's like it's a trend. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna stop people from jumping on bandwagons, I just feel like people want to be a part of that great feeling. And not for nothing, if you wasn't a Knicks fan but you lived in New York, you a Knicks fan. At the end of the day, it's New York,
Right. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because
ask away.
New York is, known for its music.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for a couple of years now, people have said New York fell off. You being an East Coast rapper, do you feel that New York fell off, or do you feel like, we're right where we need to be, or do you feel like we created this, like we're good?
So we created this, we good no matter what. I just feel like people want to listen to different things besides the street music. Like, it was a time where, Mr. Diddy, don't like to talk about him anymore, but he had a time where he was controlling the music,
Yeah.
He had feel good music, It goes through different waves, but no matter what, it's still here because we have a platform.
So do you think the South is running it right now and we're kind of trying to get back in it?
The South is not running it. Nobody's running it, to be honest with you. Nobody's running it. It's just open. It's just open.
So let me take you back to when we were celebrating hip hop, the 50th. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people felt that it really wasn't celebrated correctly. As far as the greats, the pioneers, the ones that started it, they didn't really get enough recognition during the 50th. How do you feel about it?
Truth be told, I didn't pay no attention. I mean, it came through conversations like, "Oh, why Jay-Z ain't do this?" And I'm like, "If the man ain't want to do it, the man ain't want to do it." Like, it's for ones who want to do it. That it's up to you at the end of the day. If I don't want to do something, for certain people, it don't make sense. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Not far as it don't make sense. I'm talking about money wise. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get into that kind of conversations about the 50th. I was there in the Bronx when I forget which one I went to, but yeah, they the one they had on Sedgwick Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Took forever to get there because I had to go down, cut through the projects, go down the hill.
Listen, we're gonna start with this hill stuff.
and then go down this, you know what I'm talking about, and then go down this narrow staircase where everybody's coming up and I'm going down just to get on Sedgwick Avenue.
Listen, what can I say? Y'all gotta travel. It is what it is.
and then make it so bad enough because I was with my people from Juxx St. Mary Projects. We took the bus. They was like, "Why you bringing out a Metro card? We ain't paying to get on the bus." I said, "Yo," I was like, "That's crazy."
Get on the back and sit down somewhere. So you better.
No, they just walk on. That's it. Bus driver ain't say nothing. That's it.
Yeah,
only the Bronx.
They know the drill.
Only the Bronx.
Look, we get a bad rep. Y'all gonna stop teaming up on us.
Only the frogs.
So, how do you think like the rap style has evolved over the years, back from when you started up until now?
I mean, it evolved and de-escalated, man. Because some of these cats is trash.
When you say trash, like, are you talking about like the trap music area or drill music or?
Trap, drill, the yeah, trap drill and whatever else you call it. Let me tell you, I went to one show to check out new acts. These cats got on stage. Then started dancing. I said, what the fuck is this shit? And then his man's holding him up like I said, listen, I don't want to see this shit. I said, get him the fuck off the stage. I want to hear I want to see you perform while you rap, not perform. So I call that dumpster music.
Not dumpster music. That's crazy. So there's no drill music that you ever heard that you like, oh, okay, this is kind of dope. Never. Not one thing. Crazy. That's crazy.
Oh,
That's crazy. So okay, let's get out of rap. Give me your top 3 R&B.
Oh shit, that's what we talk about now. We're gonna go with New Edition,
Okay.
Brian McKnight,
Okay.
and Music Soul Child.
Okay. Why did you name those 3? Because they're all totally different from one another.
Yeah, it's just, of course, New Edition. That's classic. I mean, there's a lot of R&B. I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. You know,
Okay.
there's a lot.
Matter
There's
of
a
fact,
lot.
you said Michael. Did you see the movie?
I saw the
What was
movie and
your
I was
thoughts
watching it at
I
home.
want your thoughts as an artist, and then I want your thoughts as a fan.
Okay. As an artist, I mean, truth be told, I loved it. I loved the movie overall. I loved it. You know, it's dope that his nephew playing him. It sucks that Janet didn't want to get involved because of their trials and tribulations within the family.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I loved it, and I can't wait for part 2. My only gripe with the movie is I like the Jackson 5 American Dream more better.
It's crazy you said that because my co-host I do a movie show with,
Mm-hmm.
he said the same thing. The same thing. He said that's the closest he feels like it's gonna get to the story is the American Dream was.
Right, because I felt like they made everything quick. You saw Michael as a little kid.
Yeah.
Yes, Joseph. Getting his ass whipped to he's a teenager. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, Jermaine did this one. This
Yeah.
was Jermaine's doing, and this is through Jermaine's eyes. And also I think a lot of it had to do it because it was also from the estate of Michael too, which is his lawyer.
Right.
So it was
They kept a lot of stuff out.
right because I mean there was a lot of stuff because I watched it with my mom, and my mom, she had close run-ins with them.
Yeah.
And she was
That's
just
what's up.
like, yeah, she's just like, yeah, a lot of stuff was left out. She was like, first of all, where's Janet? Where's the part about Jermaine being married and all, like it was a lot of stuff left out.
Mhm.
Nonetheless, it was a decent movie though.
Yeah.
Decent movie. Okay, so because that was your idea as a fan or personal or as business.
As a fan.
Okay, so as business wise, what did you think of the movie?
Business wise, I mean, I think I would say the same thing. But like I said, like I felt like the story was too short. Like if you're gonna tell us Michael's story, we need to know the Michael story.
Yeah.
Like from a baby to toddler, they show bits and pieces, but like I said, we didn't get enough of him as we didn't get enough of him as a kid.
We did not.
Everything just jumped so quick.
Yeah. It felt like it was, like I said, this was Jermaine's side.
It was rushed.
Right. So it felt like it was more so like Jermaine's interpretation of the things that went on back then. So
Yeah,
we don't know if it's true or not or whatnot. I
yeah,
also didn't like the fact that Janet was not a part of it.
yeah. But she had her personal reasons why.
Right. I did say I did hear the mother was, fine with the movie, she said.
Of course, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
she's gonna
seeing her
support it.
grandson reenact her son, of course she would be.
So what did you think about him interpreting Michael? I mean, did you think he did a good job or
Yeah, he did an excellent job. He sounds just like his uncle.
he
He
did?
did a phenomenal job.
He did. I agree as well. I am also looking forward to part two. I
Yep.
think this is gonna be the bad era, if I'm not mistaken.
No, is it?
Yeah, because that's what it
Yes,
kind of
yes.
ended off at with the bad era. Because they had at the end, he announced that
Yep,
this was
yep.
the last tour.
Yep, you're right.
So I'm interested. They say there's going to be more legal stuff. Now, I don't know if I personally want to see, his trials and tribulations with the cases and stuff.
Yeah. I doubt it. I think they're gonna have a mixture of it, but I think it's gonna be more. They're gonna leave. I'm telling you, they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave a lot of the pedophile stuff, and there's a lot of stuff they're gonna leave out. I,
So
I
let me,
believe. I could be wrong, but
yeah, we don't know. We just have to wait and see.
yeah.
So being that you mentioned like the pedophilia, the whole ditties, you being in the industry, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but you being in the industry, have you ever been in an uncomfortable situation where you're like, hey, this is weird?
Nope. Let me tell you something. I came close to it, but my
Not close
Brownsville
to it?
instincts, my Brownsville instincts kicked in. Let me tell you the story. So it was a person I was cool with. They was like, yo, it was a female. She was like, yo, we going to the Hamptons. It's a party. It's an industry party, but you gotta leave your phone in the car. I said, hell no. That don't sound sussy to you?
What? Well, okay. So what's because this is not the first time I'm hearing about the leaving the phones in the car or you can't bring your phone inside the park. What is that about?
I don't know. When I heard that, I was like, nope. Because I don't know what the hell's going on. If I want to call for help, yeah, nope, fuck that.
Yeah. So with the whole Diddy's thing was going on, right? Like, what was your thoughts on that being a artist? Because I'm sure you've been to many industry parties, probably not none like Diddy had going on,
No, no.
but I mean, just as a artist going to these industry parties and gatherings, and sometimes because they're work related, sometimes they're not work related.
Yeah.
When all of this came out, what was your thoughts as an artist?
As an artist, I mean, I just was like, God damn. Shit. Damn it. Like, glad I ain't involved in none of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's all. But as far as with Diddy, man, I mean, truth be told, like I can't speak on that man. What that man likes was what he likes. I mean, let me just this is my opinion. I could be right or wrong, but
Uh,
truth be told, he come out, people still gonna fuck with him.
yeah, I said the same thing. I
They
agree.
still gonna fuck with him. Cause you know why? If he like baby oil and rubbing it on niggas and doing other things, that's on him. That's on him. I mean, truth be told, I don't condone hitting on women and stuff like that. But you know
Right.
what? They allowed it.
Yeah,
I don't condone it. I don't. But you know what? When you want to leave, you can leave.
that's true. That is very much true. So what about cows? Because cows, kind of sort of similar, but not really.
Hold on, hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh Lord, I can't hear you. Let me. Hello.
I can hear you, but you're low.
Hold on. Well, I can't hear you. Sorry. All right, I hope I can hear you through the phone.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
You low, but I bear.
Okay.
Far as with Kels, let skip that.
Okay, we'll skip that. So with back to the Diddy thing and everybody involved, Um, do you feel like when he was, going through the trial and these accusations was coming out and everything, do you feel like people were turning their back on him for no reason, or do you think
Yeah,
they
for
were?
no reason. For no reason. I feel like the people who turning back on their reason because they didn't want to get caught up in their crap that they had going on as well.
Agreed. Agreed. But
You
you
know.
you you pretty much just said what I felt. I feel like there people are still gonna mess with him when he come out. While now we don't even know if he's gonna come out because of this new allegation and
Oh,
stuff.
I just read today his release date is January or February of 2028.
Yeah, we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. We see. I personally feel like they're trying to make an example out of him. That's what I feel
Yeah,
like.
of course. Because not for nothing. It goes further than that. It's deeper than that because it's like y'all raided his houses. What y'all was looking for? Well, I got him on baby oil and sex parties and
Which is not a crime.
right. If the man like his asshole tickles, that's that man business. That's that man business. Why? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he do. It ain't me.
Yeah. But I think what the trouble was when there were accusations of young, some children
Right.
and some young girls and stuff of that nature. Now I don't know how true that is. I don't know. My mom worked with him at one point in the beginning of his
Hmm.
career, back when that whole, you know, school thing happened, but that was way before the baby oil and whatever
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
going on.
Yep.
So we don't know. My thing is this: is this a normal thing that happens in the industry though? Is this like he's not the first?
Hey, I'm not in those type of parties or rooms, so I would not know.
Okay.
I can't speak on that. Hell no.
Okay.
I goes to the to the clubs where there's blunts and niggas ice grilling you and shit like that. Not the spots where you don't know if there's a man or a woman.
I know that's right. Is there any misconceptions about the rap culture you think people misunderstand?
Oh yeah, they think everything is about some gangsters, drug dealers shooting, you know, and would you blame can you blame people?
No, I mean that's pretty much what it looks like from a fan perspective. You
Yeah,
know, growing up, looking at it, the money, the hoes, the men,
yeah.
objectifying women. That's what it looks like. So,
Hmm.
well, what don't we know from the outside? Well, from the inside looking out to us, what don't we know that's different from
A
that?
lot of these motherfuckers are fake. That's all I have to say. A lot of these motherfuckers is fake.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I think some of that came out when the whole Jeezy thing, when Jeezy he's supposed to be the snowman, and then you talking about f this woman and this woman, and here you
Hmm.
go getting married, and you
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I never talked about. I never disrespected women in none of my songs. That's one thing I never did. And even though I did what I did within the, don't like to talk about it, but I don't talk about drugs and shit neither.
okay.
Do I talk about smacking a nigga? Yes, I do.
I mean, but that's stuff that you have done. So I mean, you're
Right.
not talking
But,
about
but you
something you
know,
haven't done.
but I mean, of course, I wasn't no Jesus the Snowman. Hell no. But
Right.
it's like certain things I did, I still wouldn't talk about because I don't want people to, oh, he used to do this. Now I'm trying to uplift you. I'm trying to, have fun, some dope lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, all right. If you could collab with any artist, any genre, doesn't have to be rap.
Mhm.
Give me your top three and why.
All right. You're going to hate me for this answer. You ready?
I'm ready.
Nobody.
Okay, why not?
I don't like them. I don't like these people. Nah. Nah, truth be told, it's like I don't know. Like I'm a fan at the end of the day, and I want to be a fan, but this. I want to be competitive.
Okay.
Like, like I don't know. That's just me. Like, I don't look to, oh, I want to do a song with 50 Cent. Oh, I wish I could have did a song with Michael. Of course, everybody wish they did a song with Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna
Right.
sit there and lie to you, but like, to me, I don't think about it like that. Like, I done did songs with legends, underground legends from Royal
Mhm.
Flush, Tragedy, Gaddafi. And to me, they people just like me and you, and
Yeah.
I give them flowers.
Yep. Very much true. Um, what's your take on like the balance between like artistry and commercial success in the hip hop today?
Balance on that. I mean, artistry, it's dope that everybody's being an artist, but as far as the commercial success, it's like they get the commercial success because they get help and there's money behind them. Because, and then whatever they doing to get that commercial success, which I'm not mad at. Salute to them,
Mhm.
but it ain't for everybody.
Right.
It ain't for
Okay.
everybody, And then like I was saying this a couple of days ago, reason being some people get commercial success because of the radio, like the FM
Mhm.
channels. I feel like, for instance, if my song by any means brick by brick, it will get that commercial success because when you play it through the radio, you force feeding everybody
Mhm.
because you playing it over and over. That's the whole thing. That's it always been like that.
Okay. So this next question I ask everybody that comes on the platform, being that tomorrow is not promised and we could drop at the blink of an eye, what would you want your legacy to be known for when you leave this earth?
Just a dope hip hop individual that, everybody loved and cherished, That's basically it. Just listen to some dope lyrics from Juxx Diamonds. That's about it. And then, I always tell everybody, as long as your music out there within the world, you live forever.
Very much so. Very true. So tell us about any upcoming projects you got going on.
Yes. July. My new album with my producer Solio Beats called The Destruction Segment. Brick by Brick is the first single. I'm dropping the second single this Friday, titled I Don't Know, produced by myself as well.
Okay. All right now. And where can we find your music? Now, before you say that, let me just go on record and say this, viewers.
Mhm.
This man here, let me tell you something. A lot of his stuff. Listen, I'll be listening to this on the way to work. Okay, like I get it. You know how people like to listen to like relaxed music before you're gonna.
Yeah.
No, I'm a thug before I go to work. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a whole thug before I go to work. And your music just put me in that vibe. Like your music is vibe music. Period.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, can't. I
I
love it.
hope I hope you don't be trying to hit nobody in the car.
I mean, we ain't gonna talk about that, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, nonetheless, this man very talented. If you have not heard his music before, please go out and support this man. Where can we find all your music?
All my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, Amazon, basically everywhere you could type in Juxx Diamonds. That's basically it.
Okay, all right. And do we have a tour or something coming up? Or
Yes, actually, I got a show July 15th in Brooklyn with a dope artist named Dinku from
okay,
Wisconsin, and then in August I am going to London.
okay. Yeah, we gotta get you down to the Carolinas. We gotta bring you down this way.
Listen now. What
We gotta
part?
bring you
North or
down this way.
South?
North.
I got family in North. Let me tell you
East
something.
and north at that.
Let me tell you something. South Carolina is my second home. Columbia.
Okay, all right.
That's where my grandmother knew from. So that's where that's my second home.
Yeah, we gotta bring you down here. We got to. We got to. I'm gonna give you this time to give out any shout outs, anybody, family wise.
Just shout out to everybody for being dope, and especially shout out to you for having me on the platform. I appreciate that. Salute to you. You're doing a phenomenal job. Keep it
Thank
up.
you.
Keep going. As a
Thank
black queen, keep going.
Thank you. And we would love to have you back, of course. Like you're now culture family over here. I don't know if you know that.
Culture. That's what it is.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank
So
you.
yeah, we would love to have you back, and I cannot wait for the drop on Friday. I'm here for it. So I
Yes,
need to have
yes.
that first listen. That's what I need.
Okay, bet that. You got it.
Good, good, good. So listen, y'all, we about to get up out of here. I'm your girl Jazzie J. Y'all go follow Juxx Diamonds on IG and all social media platforms. We'll see y'all next episode. Y'all have a good night.
Peace and blessings.